Visa has been an Olympic sponsor since 1986, and I think what hasn't changed about that is the amazing global platform that it is to showcase a brand, to be associated with the great values of the Olympics, to be associated with such an amazing feel-good platform of bringing people together, inclusivity, universality. Those are all things that are synonymous with the Visa brand. What has changed, or certainly has evolved, is there's lots of complexities with being associated with a global event such as the Olympics, and we have to be ready for anything and make sure that we're protecting all of the different audiences and stakeholders that we have there and that we're bringing into the fold. Brands have a really challenging job today in making sure that they're balancing the needs and the values of their many stakeholders. And I think that has become more complex, and I think it will continue to become more complex. The key to it, in my mind, is staying true to who you are as a business. What do you stand for? Who are your key stakeholders? How do you balance their needs? And sure, there's risks and you have to balance that. But if you know who you are and what you stand for, you're going to have a much easier time balancing that problem. Visa's new tagline is really an exciting platform from which we can build. I think the first thing that's so exciting about it is we went back to a heritage line. So we ran that line beginning in, I believe, 1985 for 20 years. And at that moment in time, It's Everywhere You Want to Be was all about differentiation at the point of acceptance, all the places that you could use your card. But we've redefined what everywhere means. Everywhere is now not just a physical place, but an aspiration of a person. How do you reach your everywhere? How do you pay in certain ways? How do you live your life differently? How do you grow your economy differently? How do you build your career differently? That's what's so exciting about the tagline. Visa as a company, it's really a technology company at its heart. And while it's somewhat misunderstood in terms of who it is and what it does, when you think about the value it provides all of its different partners and stakeholders, for governments, electronic payments allow us to help build their economies and better the lives of their citizens. For merchants, it helps small businesses build their businesses and even large businesses. For banks, it helps them build their banks and deliver more value to their end customers. And then, of course, the consumer, the cardholder, who can then live their lives with so much more convenience and security and reliability. Today, you can use your card in various ways that you couldn't 10 years ago, whether that's online or through a mobile phone, that being your payment device. This concept of everywhere it has so much possibility for what might be for the future, things that we don't even know exist today. That's what shared value is. We get to be successful as a company and yet look at all the things that we can provide to the world.
Please know, I'm quite aware of the hazards.
Visa decided to use the Olympic sponsorship as the launch of our new campaign and the repositioning of the company because it is such a great platform and it is so closely tied with the values of who we are as a business.
Women must try to do things as men have tried. When they fail, their failure must be but a challenge to others.
The Sarah Hendrickson spot, which was the first spot that ran of our new positioning, speaks to the strength of women. It speaks to human aspiration. It speaks to Olympic achievement. And I think it really does a great job of embodying what we're trying to get across in our new campaign and our new tagline.
This year, women's ski jumping is an Olympic event. Now women get a chance to fly. I'm Sarah Hendrickson, and this is my Everywhere.
At the end of the day, this notion of everywhere you want to be is about human aspiration, what we can enable and what we can help people, businesses, governments achieve. And I think what a beautiful manifestation of that concept.